with the butt until it's just the leash. And when it's just the leash and very barely, that's where we'll be using, there you go. That's where we'll be using the word, because then it's not over communicating. You can see how if we're using the word right now, he's only going to be paying attention to that physical picture and not going to be paying attention to the command.
Good boy.
Good. So free, and now we'll take a little break. We'll loop around, go back to the beginning of the wall, and we'll do it again. And if you find you have to push down a lot on his butt, that's normal, but try being a little lighter and rocking instead. That rocking motion can be a little bit easier on it. There we go.
Good boy. No. Stay.
And then fix him. There we go. And now free. Now we'll do a step or two, and then right back into it. Good.
Good boy.
So no, and then fix him. He's like, but I did it. My butt went on the ground. And now free. Because free is our secret password for everything. There we go. Yep, and it's all about practice. He's going to try protesting a little bit. He's going to try mussing and fussing, seeing what he can get away with. And we can see we're a little too far away from the wall, so he swung out a little bit more, so we can kind of have him hug it like that safety net. And then the same thing if you're practicing this inside, you can use a wall in the room inside to give him that same little helping hand. And then free.
Free.
Good. So this is going to be a neat little stop and sit. Good. Now free. One more. We're almost there. And you can actually see he was actually starting to bring his butt down a little bit right out of the gate. And it's all about that repetition, that pattern. So now you can tell him free. And then we can go towards the end of the driveway. We'll do one more sit. Good. So we'll have him sit. Awesome. And then free. Awesome. He's like, I'm going to be tired after this lesson, guys. You guys better not be taking me anywhere. I'm going to need a nap. No? And then fix him. Good. Good. And I want our go-to to fix him to be more leash than butt. Because it's the leash that's bringing him into the sit. Good. Now I know he gave a little toot because he's like, hey, I want to do something else. If we notice that he's singing the song of his people a little bit, we're just going to give him very light nudges with the leash, just so he learns my barking turns this on. We're not going to do, the kind of nudging we're doing when we're steering him and guiding him in the walk, but just a little bit for him to get used to, oh, this thing is happening when I'm making this noise. It's not happening at the same time. It's my noise that's turning it on. And then he'll learn, oh, I'm not allowed to bark in sits. And that's something we can start applying to place, too, where he learns, oh, I'm not allowed to bark on place. Place is a quiet zone, quiet time, quiet area. So is sitting. When we're in a job, we can't be screaming at people.
Sit.
And then we'll fix him.
Good.
So anytime he leaves, make sure we're saying no before we fix him, just like when he steps off of place. It's going to be no, fixing him, and then reminding him, sit.
Sit.
Reminding him what he was doing.
No.
He's like, but I want that chip. I saw that bit of drool, buddy.
Free.
Good.